Hey, it's time for us to check in with our buddy Dan Wooding from Assist News. And you can go to assistnews.net and subscribe free. And Dan will send you, from all of his contacts around the world, updates on the persecuted church from all over the world. And it's a free thing, so just go to assistnews.net, check it out. He is a faith-based organization. If you feel led, please support him. Hi, Dan. How you doing, bud?
Doing great, thank you. Yeah, I've had a bit of a rough week with my health, but miraculously, as soon as I knew I was going to be on with you today, I've recovered. It's a miracle.
Well, we believe in miracles.
And the sun's even shining here. We've had so much rain, so it looks like life is worth carrying on.
There we go. Attaboy. Hey, give us an update on northern Iraq, in the Mosul area. I guess whatever happens there, it's going to be quite a while before Christians and non-Sunnis can return?
Yes, it's a bad situation. You know, a few years ago, I actually had the dubious privilege of traveling all over northern Iraq, and one of the cities I didn't go to was Mosul. But you know, they were taken over by the Islamic State, and it looks like the most of the city is now about to fall. Some of it has already fallen, but the great worry is that what will the refugees do who want to go back, particularly, as you mentioned, the Christians and also the non-Sunni Muslims? Now, the government in Iraq is a pro-Shia group, and the Shias and the Muslims just don't get on. The Christians have been ignored by the Iraqi government for a long time, and so the great concern is, well, once we've taken over Mosul and got it back again, it's a mess at the moment, but we're going to have to somehow have a plan so that the different groups, particularly the believers and the non-Sunni Muslims, how are they going to work together? So we ask people to pray. It's a very difficult situation, and as we sit here in the comfort of our lovely homes here in America, just please pray for the believers, particularly that are planning to return to Mosul. It's a very dangerous situation.
Now, some are ending up in Egypt and some in Kurdistan at refugee camps with hopes of going back, but reality says they'll never go back, right?
Well, a lot of them, it'll be too dangerous. You know, many, there were awful stories in the early days when Christians were being hung. They were being crucified in the street. It's mind-blowing what the Islamic State or ISIS was doing to people. And I'm sure that there are many who have decided just to stay. There is a huge refugee camp in Erbil, a city I visited some time ago. And I think that many of them are going to stay there as long as they can because they fear the worst. Even if Mosul is taken over by the Iraqi government again, they could be in great danger.
Wow. All right, let's switch gears here. Give us an update on the American missionary Russell Stendal.
Yeah, it's a great story. Russell Stendal is he's been a missionary now in the country of Colombia for more than 50 years. But during the past 32 years, this man, Russell Stendal, has been doing an amazing work. He's been privately meeting with leaders of the FARC, that's the Revolutionary Armed Forces of Colombia. He's been meeting with them secretly. He's been trying to forge some sort of peace agreement with them. He's been leading many of them to Christ, also the government forces, and he's even been praying for the healing of many of them that were sick. Well, it all paid off, and even though at one time he was kidnapped by the FARC and other rebel groups, they've come together for peace. That was last August in Havana, Cuba, when both sides agreed to stop fighting, and now he's been honored with a special award, which is called the Shabazz Bhatti Freedom Award. And this was named after Pakistan's first Christian cabinet minister, who was murdered 5 years ago for standing up for Asia Bibi, the lady we've talked about many times, the Christian woman who was on death row for blasphemy. And it was given to him by a group called the First Step Forum in Bogota. And the leader of the group, Johan Candelin, praised Stendhal, said he deserved the award for his extraordinary peace work for 32 years, saying that his work had led to a change of heart in many FARC leaders and also in Colombia army leaders. He said many have been healed as a result of prayers. He said, I've never seen anything like this. God's hand has been on Russell Stendhal's work in a unique way. So what a wonderful story. An evangelical believer in Colombia played a huge role in freeing the country up from this 50-year civil war.
Wow, that is amazing. Let me say to our viewers and listeners, now you can go to assistnews.net and subscribe. It's free, and you can get these stories along with other stories that come in throughout the day from around the world. And let me encourage you, Dan, you may want to check out what's happening with Pastor Andrew Brunson. I don't know if you've been following him. He's an evangelical Presbyterian minister imprisoned now in Turkey.
Yeah, that's a terrible story and an absolute disgrace to the Turkish government. But yes, we'll follow that one up.
Yeah, be praying for him. He was imprisoned by a disgruntled church member who said he was a part of some kind of a terrorist group, which isn't true, and now he's been imprisoned in Turkey. He's an American evangelical Presbyterian pastor. His name is Andrew Brunson, so put him on your prayer list. Thank you, friend.
Thank you, brother. God bless you all there.
You too. All right, it's assistnews.net if you want to subscribe.